the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show with Billy the Kid and Scott Tang.
Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show!
Luna. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah!
What up, I'm Scott.
I'm Bill.
And this is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
At the number you figure it at.
Oh,
hashtag these bars. Let me get that right off the rip.
These bars.
Okay, we got a lot to get to today.
it's Animated Monday here in the office.
Does God really hate Post Malone?
We'll break that down and discuss the philosophical underpinnings thereof shortly.
Cardi B is not throwing punches, but she is throwing shoes at Nicki Minaj, but she is walking away the unicorn. We'll tell you about that.
I don't know what that means, but I can't wait to find out. Hey! Whoa! We got our very own Cardi B! Cardi J. Allen! Throwing shoe. Is that Allie's shoe?
Yeah, she has a lot.
Because I know she.
Did
yeah,
you
I
just
know.
really
I
throw
know
a
she's
damn
got, like,
high heel at me?
She's got a
Later,
closet
I
under
want
her
you
desk.
To, like, just get a boomerang of your face when the shoe hit you because that was.
Did it hit you in the
Your-
Yeah,
head?
it hit me right here.
Your
Yeah, it's
righteous
red. You
anger
hit your
just
face.
came out. It's so
You couldn't even give me a
Yo.
warning? I'm not even looking at you.
At least George Bush was looking directly at the dude that threw the shoe at him. He had a chance to react.
Do you want me to elbow him in the eye?
Yo.
for you? Like
Yo, this
Cardi,
beef
like
that
Nicki's
we
security.
have on air just went to a whole nother level.
That's it. Oh, that was it. That was the
No.
moment we
I
were
am
waiting
going
for.
To Jake, every break this afternoon is about you, bro. You are going
I
down.
specifically said make sure you don't hurt him.
Oh, he hurt me emotionally. Wow. Wow.
You think you know somebody?
You
Are you
think
gonna go
so?
full Nicki Minaj and get all self-important, even though you're really not that great anymore on him?
Wow. What are you saying about me? I'm not great?
Damn, Nicki's not great. That's all.
Wow. Okay, let me try to get things back in
Alright,
order
wow.
here. Let me try to.
That was some tea that was just spilt.
Wow.
On
Yo.
my watch too.
Damn.
Hang on.
Okay.
How do I get to the? I'm trying to open up the live. Well, everything's off right now.
We're going to talk about Serena Williams, Paramore, Drake, and Meek. And all that. Wow.
Genevieve said that he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. That was not nice, Jacob. You go into the corner, and you think about what you did, young lad. Okay. I'm okay. Thank God I've been punched in the face a lot of times. So.
You ever been punched in the face with a shoe?
No, that's the first time I've been hit in the face with a shoe. That's a, that's a new one.
Yo, add that to your list. That gives
Yeah,
you
right.
credit. Like that makes you harder.
Like, I've never
You
had a shoe
survived.
hit me in the face. That
You
was
made
wow. Dude, I am a survivor. I will not give up.
And all the other words to that song by Destiny's Child.
Damn. Okay, where are we gonna start?
I don't know. You pick. You're the MC.
I guess, sometimes I question if God hates me.
Here we go. Good. This is a good
lot
entry
of-
point.
A lot of things been going on lately in my life that make
I
me
gotta
think,
unzip the jacket.
like,
It's getting too warm.
does God hate me? I haven't figured that out yet. I will get back to you on my answer, if God hates me or not, but I'm leaning toward possibly maybe the more yes side, especially after the incident that just occurred within the past 5 minutes.
Big facts. Take little facts.
Post Malone also is wondering if God hates him. 3 weeks ago, he was on a plane that had tires blow on it. He had to make an emergency land in scary situation. Was he going to survive? He survived. Now it's being reported that like a week after that, his home was robbed. The people in there got pistol whipped, and they're like, "Where's Post at?" And then what happens the other
Well,
day?
it turns out Post has been running from death the whole time because on Friday morning, the wee hours of the mornings, maybe late Thursday night if you want to classify it as such, he got into a car accident with another car. It was a front-end
Crazy.
collision. He was actually the passenger. No drugs or alcohol involved, interestingly enough. And he just walked away completely unscathed and actually went on to go to a house party. So Post Malone, following this incident, tweets,
Bless
God
you.
must hate me, LOL. We got the Post picture?
Oh,
You
yeah,
wanna
yeah. I'm
throw
sorry.
that up
I'm
there?
all thrown off right now.
No, you got hit in the face with a shoe. I don't blame you.
Yeah, I've never been like hit in the face, kicked in the face. That was the first time for that. Usually it's like a hand or a knuckle that hit you in the face.
Fisticuffs, like, you know, kind of a respectable way for a gentleman to engage in combat.
Yeah.
Not by throwing somebody else's shoe. He even throw his
Yeah,
own
he
shoe
throw his
at
own
you.
shoe. Yeah,
Like,
what
if
is
he had
that?
thrown his own shoe, like a sneaker, that would have at least had, like, some padding. But you got hit with the freaking heel right to the face.
Whew.
Dang.
That was
I
a
feel like
big heel, too.
Yeah. I feel like we could just do a whole show about throwing shoes at this point.
Oh, my God.
But, yeah, so the question that I had following this tweet, I was like, all right, he got into the accident. He was on the plane. Now we find out that he's been robbed. Is Post Malone saying that God hates him because after, you know, these brushes with death and all these experiences that God is out to get him? Or is he saying that all he wants to do is die and God just won't let him die? He keeps saving him. He keeps bringing him out. He keeps making the plane land safely. He keeps keeping him safe in the car crashes. He keeps making sure he's not home to get pistol whipped. Look at this.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he is his vessel.
What?
Like his outlet, his.
Oh, you mean like his rage, like his whipping boy? He's like, yo,
yeah.
I'm pissed off. Time to take it out on Post, but not kill him,
Yeah.
because that's too good for him.
Yeah, we're not gonna give him that. You are not only gonna get your 100 years, but you're gonna get 200 years.
Jeez, Post Malone is the first immortal, and he's gonna run out of space on his face to tattoo. Jeez, in 200 years.
Until he does Face Off.
Maybe is that okay? You were saying something about the Grim Reaper.
Oh yeah, I don't remember how I got there earlier, but I was saying, is he being chased by the Grim Reaper?
Like Final Destination style?
Like, was the person that came in the house, was that the Grim?
Oh,
The person driving the other car
why.
that hit him, was that the Grim?
Oh, wow.
Was it? I don't know. You don't know what's happening out here. Now that we're about to enter into autumn in a couple weeks, the fall season, when the spooky stuff happens.
Go spooky. Go to Target, buy some spooky socks. You seen that tweet going around where the dude's like, oh, here's a great date idea. Go to Target and get some spooky socks and then come home and watch scary movies. What a friggin' chud.
Yeah, I do not want to offer that as a date idea to a girl that I just started dating.
They call that low effort Twitter, and boy, are there so many bros on low effort Twitter that are so freaking lonely and horny and just making the most pathetic tweets, and they all average like 50,000 retweets. It's sad.
Damn. What a time. Where do you get it? Speaking of one of those bros, that's one of my meme Mondays. Oh, God. And back before we got into the Post Malone, when I got hit with the shoe, you probably thought I was going to transition into the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj thing because of the shoe incident with them. But that was just too easy of a transition. But we're going to just go into that right now.
That was smooth.
With no
We're
transition.
going to slide right from... We're gonna
right
slide
from my foot to your head.
like the shoe crashed into your head. And
Oh.
Post Malone's car crashed into another car. Now we're in the other car, which is the story about the shoe. It all comes full circle.
What were they at, the New York Fashion Week?
Yeah,
right?
it was a Harper's Bazaar party for New York Fashion Week. So there's some videos that have surfaced, but most of them are like really bad because you're not supposed to be taking video in there, and people were kind of trying to like take video without like, oh, I can't see my
Gotta
phone.
get my TMZ paycheck, bruh.
I guess what happened was Cardi went up, according to Cardi's people, you know, sources connected to Cardi, she went up to Nicki's table to address the lies Nicki was spreading. And I guess Nicki had sort of prepared for this and told her bodyguards to be ready for Cardi to come up. So they like pretty much immediately went at her, and like I guess she got elbowed in the face. She left with like a lump on her eye, and that's when she got pissed off and like chucked her shoe as she was being like dragged out, I guess.
And that's what I meant. Cardi left the party as the unicorn.
Oh, because she had one
welt on her forehead. It wasn't in the center, but it was still on her forehead.
That's good.
Yeah?
That's good. So then Cardi later posted on Instagram to kind of clarify
Once
things.
again, and okay, go ahead. Wait, I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, once again, proven that Cardi is more the unicorn than Nicki right now because she is so special at the time, and Nicki's trying to get back that once magical status she had. But
Oh, yeah,
she
the
still
elusive
walks away
unicorn.
from it as the unicorn Cardi B.
So she said that she's sick of the comments that Nicki's been making about her daughter culture, about her parenting skills. She basically, this is much more profane in the actual post, but she said that she's tired of people, you know, talking trash in raps, but being too afraid to do anything in real life. So she's basically going up, getting ready to punch her out, being ready to be like, I'm gonna do something about it.
Bridge.
So you know what? I'll tell you, I'm Team Cardi on this one.
And also, this
I've
isn't
had it with
the
Nicki.
first time that Cardi has thrown a shoe.
also
This
true.
seems to be her thing.
It was a
Love and
Love and
Hip Hop.
Hip Hop like reunion or something like that. She threw a shoe at somebody. So, I mean, hey,
Hey, I'm Team Nicki.
are you really? Or are you just trolling me?
No, I'm really
no,
Team
you're
Nicki.
trolling me.
No,
Don't
because there's
even-
no proof that she actually said anything
yeah,
about it.
yeah, there is. She dissed her on stage.
Yeah, that's fine to diss her, but she didn't diss her kid on stage.
you
she
know
didn't-
that? Did you hear the track? Because I didn't. I can't say
Yeah,
whether she did
I
or
have
didn't.
never heard it, and there's an alleged tweet going around that Nicki Minaj liked, but I mean, there's nothing to prove that that is actually true.
Marquez says Nicki needs to stop hating.
Cardi needs to stop hating.
Cardi's hate is justified. Nicki's hate comes from a place of jealousy.
No,
You
I
know,
agree with that.
In the words of the great poet Marshall Mathers, once you bring someone's kids in it,
Orange, orange, orange,
it
orange,
ain't
orange.
just
What a
words no
amazing
more,
poet.
is it? It ain't just. See, Jake's got a
Jake,
kid.
Blake,
How would you
Nick,
feel if
Cake,
somebody
Cake,
called out
Cake.
your kid? Would you throw a shoe at their face?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet
He'll
you
throw
would.
a shoe at their face even if you don't say nothing about their kid.
Yeah.
That's true.
Don't talk.
We know this.
Just don't talk.
Yeah.
No, but on the for real, I do think Nicki deserves what she's getting coming to her, though.
Good.
When
See,
she
I
gets
knew you-
these hands, it's going to be awesome.
when she gets these heels
Oh, yeah.
to the dome
It
piece.
hurts. It hurts, Nicki. It hurts when a heel just
Just wait
claps you
till
upside
one
the head.
connects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Thanks
see
for
you,
stopping
Jake
by,
Allen.
Jake. That's our man on the street expert of having children. Jake is the only one of us that has a kid.
Yeah. Kidless. Serena Williams is out here, and people are saying that she's losing her cool. But to be honest with you, I think that she was in the right. I think that there's a misconception of, like, you see dudes arguing all the time in tennis too, but that's just looked at it like they're mad. But
So we're talking about the U.S. Open women's final.
oh
on
yeah. I
Saturday.
just assumed everybody knew.
Transition, yeah. Serena Williams and Naomi Osaka. Now, I don't watch tennis. I don't really know a lot about tennis, but I know that people do. My friend is a big tennis fanatic, and he was telling me the story of what happened this weekend. I guess this is Serena's playing against Naomi. It's the final.
Mm-hmm.
Serena is losing at this point, and then she gets called for cheating because her coach is on either the sideline or behind her or something like that, making hand gestures, trying to kind of direct her, which I guess is against the rules in tennis, which seems silly, but hey, I don't know anything about tennis, so I guess the rules are rules. Now,
But it's commonly done.
right. So this is the thing I guess a lot of people were doing. I guess the other coach was doing it to the other girl. She didn't get called on it. So it's really, it neutralizes itself, in my opinion. So the tennis umpire, tells Serena that she's, I guess maybe gives her a warning because it didn't seem like there was any strict penalty at that point. And she was upset because she didn't like being accused of cheating. I'm not a cheater, which makes sense.
I agree.
So when she argued with him, she then threw her racket on the ground and it broke. And she received a point loss penalty.
I
for
never
that.
even I've seen a lot of tennis before, and I never once seen somebody get their points taken away.
So she was upset about that and then started yelling at the umpire saying, "You stole that point from me. Give me that back. I want you to apologize." And so for that, he gave her a game loss. And she got slapped with a $17,000 fine as a result of all this. So this stirred up a big discussion about double standards in sports because, as you pointed out, and as a lot of people have pointed out with a lot of examples, this doesn't really happen to men.
No, it don't, and it goes all across the field. You can look at it every way. Like, she's in whatever New York Post or whatever today, and it's all like, oh, the mother of all blow-ups, Serena Williams, whatever, blah, blah. But like 2 weeks ago when Aaron Boone loses his stuff out on the baseball field and squats behind an amazing
Dude,
thing.
that's awesome.
But no, it's amazing, but that's looked at like it's perfectly fine.
Mhm.
So, but in all reality, how is that really different than what she did?
Well, I mean, just in the context of baseball versus tennis.
I get it.
Tennis
but
is
when
more
you take that,
gentlemanly,
but when you take that
More
away,
gentlewomanly, I
you know
guess.
what I mean? Why is that?
Yeah, no,
you
you're
know
right.
what I
Well,
mean?
I mean, there was
because he's still blowing up. He's
There
still
was a
acting
whole-
like a lunatic out there, regardless if it's like a part of the game or not. You know what I mean?
There was a whole list today on Twitter of all these times guys, famous male tennis players have blown up and yelled and swore and thrown things and no penalties
Yeah.
whatsoever for them.
Well,
So,
here's what I think.
usually
it
I
is.
don't buy into this nonsense, but I actually think there's something to this.
And I said this the other night at the fire, real quick, that I think this is the U.S. Tennis, whatever it's called, U.S. Tennis
You did
Organization,
say- I remember you saying this.
trying to make a new face of tennis. They're over Serena Williams. They were like, yo, because U.S. tennis wants to control their athletes, and they realize they can't control Serena at all. And it all goes back just as recently as Serena going out there wearing that, like, I don't know what you call it. I'm just going to call it, like...
The tutu? She
no.
Wasn't
Well,
it a tutu?
when she wasn't wearing, like, the dress. When she was wearing, like, the pants type things. Whatever. I don't know what it's called.
And then they wanted her to wear
And
a
they
dress,
wanted
right?
her to
So
go
she showed
back
up
to
in a
wearing
tutu?
it. Yep. So they wanted her to go back to wearing the dress thing. And she refused to do that. So I think it's like, well, if you're not going to listen to us, we're going to get you out of here. We're going to create a new face of tennis. Screw you. We're going to do what we can to prevent you from becoming the all-time Grand Slam leader and all that type of stuff. So, because I think
so
she only
is this
needs
the
like
Serena
2 more
Williams
slams.
is over party? They're trying to cancel Serena Williams.
I think
is what you're
so.
saying? No, I think my biggest issue here is this poor girl who won, Naomi Osaka. Nobody cares. Like, this is completely her victory, which she was legitimately earning in the first place, is completely overshadowed because Serena Williams got in trouble. Like, that's all anybody's talking about. Now, would people really be talking about it that much if this hadn't happened? Probably not. But still, like, you know, she got booed, or I don't think she was booed, but people were booing during the award ceremony because of all this stuff that went down. You know, when this girl's receiving her award and she doesn't get to enjoy that moment, that was taken from her.
Yeah.
And I think that's a sad story.
I think that's unfortunate, but I don't think I don't think you can blame Serena for it though. And I can't read your comment because I can't like hit the see more
Oh,
button.
I
down there.
actually did. There's one thing that no one seems to add to this dialogue is that she has a history of acting out when the match isn't going her way. That's a good thing to add. I didn't know that because I don't watch tennis.
Judge taking out on the fact that she was a woman and that's it.
I mean, the guys
You go
act
back
out
and
all
you
the
look
time
at-
when
you
they
look at
lose too.
footage-
So
you look at footage
Agassi
of John
and everything.
McEnroe and all these other people, and they never got the kind of penalties that she's gotten. It's ridiculous.
yeah, I don't think that
Did it-
like I don't see an issue with the fining and all that. I just think the problem comes when you take away game points and stuff like that. I think that's the huge issue.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the fining is fine.
Yeah.
Like if you want to act out and you get fined, that's just part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. All right, so what else we got here? Before we get into Drake and Meek Mill, there's a little bit of Paramore stuff out
Oh,
there.
this really grinds my gears. So, Paramore, their song from 2007, Misery Business,
Mm.
they have announced that it was on Friday night they played a show, and they said this is the last time we're going to be playing Misery Business for a long time because it's apparently a controversial song. I didn't even realize this, that people have complained about because it contains slut-shaming lyrics. Because there's a line that says, once a whore, you're nothing more. And I guess people take a lot of issue with that. So they won't be playing that anymore.
Come on, Haley.
People were comparing this to, they're like, oh, I stand by their decision. If a band doesn't want to play a song, they shouldn't have to. And being like, you know, Panic at the Disco with I Write Sins Not Tragedies, the Closing the Door song. They don't play that anymore. That's different. They don't play that because they're sick of it. This is where, like, they're basically caving into pressure.
Or is
from
Paramore
people.
just sick
They
of
could
it? And
be
this
sick
is
of
their
it.
way of not playing.
I mean,
it.
that's true. It could be a cover. It could be a way to get
This
them
is
some
the
good
easy
press.
way out.
Maybe it is. But, I mean, they always did, and I saw them do this when they came to SPAC. They always did, they would bring people up on stage and have them singing with them, and it was like always a big production, and that seemed like fun. That's something that's at least, that's a way to spice it up every time you do it, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I don't know the full story, but, like, oh, come on.
So, like, if we're gonna get like judging art like this, like, we're gonna have to go back and we're gonna have to remove like so much art from history, so much music, pictures, paintings. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many things. I hate
People
when,
are too sensitive.
like, it's art. What about movies? You're not gonna go see movies now and all that stuff because of certain things going on in them?
I mean, look, like, at the end of the day, it was their decision. It wasn't like anybody forced them into this. So I blame them as much as all the people that are whining about it. But
That makes me disappointed in Haley a
yeah,
lot, to be
exactly.
honest with you.
Yep.
Damn. Wow, Haley. You just hurt me. Wow. Damn. A lot of shots and rips and tears over the past few days. Drake and Meek Mill. Dude, they
Getting
embraced
sewn
with
back
one
up.
another. Yeah, man. They stitched up, and their sweet embrace of love has inspired a lot of people out there.
You know, that never fails. to get me, and I thought you were actually gonna pull. Okay, you do. You have a picture.
Yeah, I do have
Look
it
at that.
here.
Look at that bro moment. Look at that broment right
Yeah.
there.
Let me enlarge
That
this
is
right
cute.
here.
That is. There's no slut shaming going on here. This is just pure love.
Hmm.
This is beautiful.
Now let me tell you something. I don't like it.
You don't like when people come together. You don't like it when people don't discriminate. You don't like it when people unify in spite of their differences and they squash their beef.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm putting words in your mouth.
Yeah. I'm just saying that I like a good hip hop beef, and I think these two had a lot more to offer and could have been some more great songs back and forth at each other that we're just going to miss out on. So,
Oh, thank you for reminding me. That actually was something that I failed to mention when we were talking about Nicki and Cardi. I'm glad they're done pretending like they don't hate each other. Because it was always just like simmering, like right underneath the surface. Like whenever Nicki was like, "No, we just got a love for each other." I'm like, "Yeah, right. You look like you're about to explode when you're saying that. There is no way you are cool with this girl usurping your throne." And I imagine maybe Cardi B didn't care until her kid got dragged into it or whatever. But it's just like it was so fake. It was so fake, and at least now they can be real. At least now there can be some shots fired, and maybe we can get some diss tracks, and maybe some carnage and some blood in the streets.
yeah, that'd be pretty rad. And we're not going to get that from
Metaphorically
these two here.
No,
Because they're
hugging it
again.
out. They're not thugging it out.
Hugging
hugging
it
it
out.
out.
Hug life. Hashtag it. Here's the thing, right? Drake shows in Philadelphia this upcoming week. He has 2 of them, and neither of them are sold out. Why did he really reunite and have Meek Mill come out on stage?
He
Meek's
wants
from
to sell
Philly.
those tickets.
It's all about the tickets.
It's just like freaking Nike and Colin Kaepernick. All for the money. It's all for the money. Flip that M, take that W, stay woke.
Yeah.
We should do our own Nike ad. I mean, put stay
Woke.
woke. Put it in black and white.
Speaking of Colin,
Yeah.
I guess you want to talk about your Me Monday?
Oh yeah, throw that, bar him up. This is from Dave Mink. He made this. This is one of the best ones that I've seen. Uncle Rico, coach would have put me in fourth quarter. We've been state champions.
Oh,
No doubt in my mind. Bitch, I can throw a football over the mountains.
so good.
And if you've never seen Napoleon Dynamite, then shame on you.
Yeah, shame.
Shame.
Watch out for shaming them,
It's an
because then you're not going to be
Oh,
able to...
right. Movie shaming. Can't movie shame. Don't. Another thing we need to do is stop murder shaming all the killers.
Yeah,
It's their bodies.
yeah.
They can do whatever they want. And if that means stabbing somebody else.
And how do you know that
That's
just
fine.
wasn't an act of the moment? They could be somebody completely different than that moment.
Yeah. Plus, once they kill the other person, then they have another body that they can do whatever they want with. So stop it. Enough of the shaming.
Shame.
No more. Stop. Somebody does something you
Stop
don't like.
shaming the shamers.
Yeah. Oh shoot, I'm shaming.
Yeah, so stop. You're being bold.
Oh my good. You know what? Just stop talking. Just keep all your thoughts and your opinions to yourself. Censor yourself. Don't make Big Brother do it. Just zip it.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the Cubicle Show. Last episode. We've become fully woke.
Wow, that's it, just to be quiet. And then, from Bro Twitter. Been dating the same girl for 5 years, and I always keep a picture in my wallet. Whenever I face difficulties in life, I take it out of my wallet and stare at the picture. And it comforts me knowing that I can survive being in a relationship with this psychopath. I can survive anything.
That's not Bro Twitter. That's like Bro Twitter with a twist. That's like the twist ending. M. Night Shyamalan. What a twist! Right there. Whoo, that was good. That was a wild ride.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be some spooky socks Target dating nonsense.
No, it's not that.
Oh
but
my goodness.
He's just woke, man. Just woke with it. All right. No, we didn't plan the match colors.
No, but everybody keeps pointing that out. I wear the same colors all the time.
Yeah. So really, whenever I end up wearing this flannel,
Yeah,
I'll match him.
we
Like
match.
it just will go like that. So. Okay, so that's it for today's episode of Cubicle Show. We out of here. We'll be back at it tomorrow, but you can catch us live on the Jams Facebook page Monday through Thursday at 10:30 Eastern
'Cause
Time.
that's the only time zone that matters, baby.
One. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show.
Not a triangle show.
Not a pyramid show. It's a Cubicle Show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got one. Boy!